Good morning. Tony DeCreasy here, Director of Commercial Lending with Commercial Capital. I'm here to talk to you today about the SBA-504 Refinance Program. Yesterday, the U.S. Small Business Administration made a major announcement regarding changes to the SBA-504 Refinance Loan Program. New provision that finally rolled out after waiting almost a year for the agency to come out with some rules regarding some very significant aspects of this new program. This is very exciting news for small businesses. First, because it has the ability to really stimulate the economy, and secondly, because it has the ability to relieve much of the debt burden and stress that many small businesses are dealing with right now. This program provides for up to $7.5 billion to be used in the next 11 months for this program for small businesses to refinance debt with. Back in September of 2010, you may recall the Jobs and Credit Act was passed into law, and one of those provisions in that legislation allowed for the SBA 504 loan program to be used to refinance existing debt for small businesses. Now, up to that point in time, the 504 program had been used exclusively for the purchase of assets like commercial real estate and major equipment. And with this new legislation, we are now allowed to use it for refinance, but only to refinance existing debt on commercial real estate and major equipment. With these new modifications, the SBA is now allowing for the refinance of other debt besides just commercial real estate and equipment. And in fact, now as long as at least 85% of the loan amount is being used for the refinance of eligible fixed assets like commercial real estate and major equipment, the other 15% of the proceeds can be used for other purposes to benefit the borrower. And let's talk about that specifically. You can use your excess equity now to obtain working capital that can be used for refinancing of eligible business expenses. That's cash out to use for certain items such as salaries, rent, utilities, inventory, and other obligations that the business had incurred up to the point of application, or that may be coming due within 18 months of you applying. So existing debts, future potential debts, working capital, things that can be used to grow your business, not just pay off existing debt. And this is tremendous. Now let's talk about some of the key features of this loan program, because it's very attractive. As many of you may be aware in business, or if you've dealt with any kind of residential or commercial real estate, when you're refinancing, you typically, especially if you're going to take cash out and not just refinance that first mortgage, you are typically limited to only 60 or 65% of the current appraised value of that real estate. Well, with the SBA 504 program, you are allowed to go up to 90% of the appraised value of the assets used as collateral. So that's the commercial real estate equipment that you use. Once it's appraised, you can go up to 90%. That's tremendous. That's an additional 25 to, in some cases, 35% more equity that you can use to pay off existing debt and pull cash out for working capital in your business. Now, and the other benefit is this is long-term financing, typically 20 to 25-year amortization, no balloons, the lowest interest rates on the market, and they're fixed. So you don't have to worry about when interest rates finally start going up, as we all know they will. You'll be locked in at a very low interest rate, amortized over a long period of time, keeping your debt at the lowest possible level. Tremendous, tremendous program. Now, there are a few qualifications that you must meet in order to be eligible for this program, and I wanted to share those with you. Number one, you must occupy the property yourself. It has to be only owner-occupied properties, and you must occupy the majority, at least 51% of the building. So this cannot be used for investment properties like apartment buildings or where you rent out units exclusively to other people. You have to occupy, you or your business, at least 51%. But if you occupy at least 51%, you qualify under that category. One of the other categories is that you have to be current on your payments. Now, the SBA's definition of current is no more than 30 days late for the past 12 months. Now, many of us out there in business world may have had to go through modifications possibly. If you're a savvy business person and you realize that interest rates continue to go down, you may have negotiated a modification on your financing. And the SBA has ruled that even if you've modified the original loan, as long as you've made your payments on time and adhered to those new modified terms for the past 12 months, you also qualify as being current. And this is a tremendous benefit, I know, for many business people out there. So, again, this is very exciting news. If you're a small business person and you own commercial real estate, major equipment, and you've got debt on that you want to refinance, and you have working capital needs, if you have any equity in your property at all, this is something you absolutely have to check out and do it as soon as possible. Simplest way to do that is go to our website, www.commerciallendingpros.com. There's a nice little video right there in the front. There's information. Click on SBA loan programs, and it'll give you all the details. Or call us here at the office at area code 863-299-2929, or call me directly. commerciallendingpros.com, your #1 source for business and commercial financing.